Hey guys, it's been a while. I'm just sitting here, couldn't sleep. It's like the third night in a row. So, on the other nights, I just get up and try working on this. The light's kind of screwing up my sight here. So as you can see, I don't have much of this left to do. I don't have a lot to talk about, so I won't be here long. I don't think. What has been going on with you? What is up, guys? Oh, I haven't talked to anybody in a long time. Feels like I just kind of fell off the earth and I bounced back, and here I am, and nobody else is here. Whatever. I'm used to it. More time for me. So, I haven't really been diamond painting. I don't feel like it. And then, second of all, it's so freaking hot. Like, the other night it was 100 degrees all night long. I think it might have got down to 98. That was a bad night. I had the air in. But still, humidity makes my hands hurt, makes my shoulders hurt now. I've been having tailbone issues, but it's not doing too bad today. I'm surprised because at lunch we sat in this horrible booth. It was horrible. I was like, I don't know how a normal sized adult could sit there and feel comfortable, because it was making me feel like I was an adult. Because usually, it's hard to explain, but usually when I sit in a booth, like, the table is almost at my shoulders, and this was like right above my belly button. I'm like, okay, this is weird. And it's a brand new restaurant, so the seats haven't been broken in, whatever. And they had a little bit of give, but yeah, I thought for sure I wasn't going to be able to walk out of there, but I did. So I had campfire pancakes. I think it was 3 pancakes. I think this restaurant had their pancakes might be frozen and they cook them. I don't know. I'm gonna look this up, but it's called Stacked. If anybody knows if their pancakes are freshly made. It wasn't too bad. The ones I got came with this like cookie crumble Biscoff, I believe they said. So it was kind of like caramelized something, sugar, cookie dust. I don't know. I'll have to look that up too. One thing I did learn was that they have a lot of eggs Benedict, and I've never had that before. But we looked up the recipe, and it sounds like something I might like. Does anybody know, for all you fancy people out there, is Hollandaise, does it taste like mayonnaise? Because it has all of the same mayonnaise ingredients, except for with mayo, it's egg yolks and oil, right? This has a lot of butter in it, and they said it tastes like buttery lemons, which to me is the best part of when you have shrimp and lobster and stuff. The best part is the butter. The boyfriend had a C belt, so I don't know what the C stood for, but it was a bacon, lettuce, tomato, and it was supposed to have an egg on it, and they didn't. So I was a little bit bummed out about this. They got our order wrong. They came back. They said, okay, we can give you what you ordered. And he said, the boyfriend said, no, I have to go home because I'm on midnights and I need to go to bed. And he said, I've already eaten half a sandwich. I'm not going to be able to eat 1.5 sandwiches. And he said, the owner said, well, you can take it home. And we got thinking afterwards, yeah, we should have brought it home from Rigby. But they didn't even take anything off of our menu, which, I mean, is kind of weird. Why wouldn't they have? But they didn't. And they charged us for the item that they gave us, which was nice. It was about $3 or $4 cheaper. But did not get us a discount or anything. I don't know. Maybe they don't do that anymore. I don't know. But we'd go back. We would go back. There's a few omelets I would like to try. I love omelets. But my favorite my favorite omelet has feta cheese in it and black olives and onions. They also have crepes. The crepes sounded good. They had like spinach crepes. Those would be good too. And then they said they had the hollandaise, and they've got about 20 different kinds of pancakes you can get. Okay, I love pancakes. I love waffles. They had chicken and waffles. I didn't see that. The only problem is this is lunch, and so if I have like pancakes for lunch, I'm not having anything salty with it. And like even on the drive home, I'm like, I should have got some pretzels because I'm going to miss that salt, especially now in the summer. I really haven't been eating as much salt as I need. I know I haven't, because I don't eat anything with salt in it, and I really need to start. Oh well, one thing at a time, right? I started taking iron again because I have been so exhausted since I was on the IVs. I get up at 9:30. I make lunch, or start making lunch, whatever, and at 12:30, after we're done eating, I have to have a nap, and I have like a 2-3 hour nap. I'm not used to that. I was going on for days the whole time I was on the IVs, which made sense, but even until last week, I don't know why I'm like this. I'm usually not tired. I'm tired tonight, and I would like to sleep, and I can't. Whatever. I'll sleep tomorrow. I'm supposed to be going fishing tomorrow. I hope we do. Last weekend, we caught 3 catfish, 4 catfish, 5 total, I think. So that was cool. It said in the news that because of the heat, there's not enough oxygen in the lakes for the fish. So the fish might be hanging out near the top more. I know the minnows were out. I would like to catch a sunfish. I caught a black channel cat last week. That's pretty cool. I've never seen one of them. Yeah, they're all ugly. That one was the ugliest. Did you know we have monster catfish over here? I forget what they're called, but they can weigh up to 75 pounds and be 5 feet tall. So if you hear about any chick, 44 years old, fell into the lake because the fish pulled her in, that would be me. If it happens, you can say, yeah, I knew her. Because if I catch one of those, I'm going to be famous somehow. Kittens are all great. There's 5 of them. The last one out of the 5 finally ate real food today. He ate real food twice today. One was hard food, one was the soft food that was in gravy. First he wasn't too sure. I kept putting the gravy on his nose to make him lick it. And then he started licking my finger, and then I'm like, well, here, lick the lid of the container I had it in. He liked that. And then he realized, oh, there's meat in this. And then he started shaking, but he was purring and shaking and eating at the same time. So he must have been like super excited. We'll see how that goes, because just this last kitten, we got a little bit of a flea outbreak. That's fun. I gotta get that under control. The thing is, they sell, like, you can't use flea medication on dogs and cats. You have to use specific types, because the dog medicine will make cat's medicine, or the dog's medicine will make cats sick. But the dog medicine is better than the cat's, and every year I end up buying this medicine. I can't remember where. You think I would remember it by now. It kills the fleas like within 24 hours. It's really good stuff. It's a little bit more expensive, but it works really good. The one pet store in town, so Pet Value, they're sold out flea medication for cats. They were sold out last year. I'm thinking, why didn't you order more this year and keep it in the back? Because it sold out last year. What do I know? I know nothing. I started a glue book today, kind of like a junk journal. I'm putting the backgrounds, and then I'm putting photos of different animals, and then I'm putting some supportive quotes on the paintings. I'm having trouble with my glue. I don't want to use wet glue, but the glue sticks, I've got 3. One ran out tonight. I've got another one, completely the same company, brand. It's not sticking. It sticks when I put the glue on the paper, and then you go back and it's peeling off. And I'm like, well, so I'm going to see if I have to re-glue everything tomorrow. I bought Eileen's Craft stick glue. That's nice because the black is red, so you'll be able to tell where it went. But even that won't stick, and I'm going, what's going on? So I got out my old glue because I bought a new one in case I ran out. Well, I used the old one and it's sticking. Now it's just kind of peeling up a little bit in the corners, so I gotta go back, make sure they all stick. This morning, when I first started this book, last 2 weekends I've been trying to get these papers printed. Went one day, they weren't open. No, I didn't have the library card, so I couldn't get in to the computer to print. The second time I went, the library's closed because it was Sunday. So I almost gave up, but I said, no, I'm going to go today. I got that done. Got the pages home. And then I couldn't figure out the math on how to make the right size photo mats for these. I don't know why I couldn't. And then the Cricut. So I have a Cricut cutting machine. Well, you can only cut 11.5-inch squares at a time. Like, that's the size of the whole cutting area. Well, my area is 12 by 12. So I couldn't use that. I had to do the math in my head, and I sacrificed a 4 square and ended up cutting 3 squares of 12-inch paper. I needed 120, I think, and I didn't cut them all. I didn't get them all cut. Whatever, I'll get it done. I thought it was just, think it's cute. I'd like to make another one. If anybody has any magazines laying around that you don't need anymore, mail them to me. I'd appreciate it. That's what I've been doing, just obsessing over glue books and junk journals, and I want to restart to use my Happy Planner or possibly a bullet journal again, but I need something. I need a notebook. So I found one last week at the store. It's neon colored. I'm gonna go tomorrow, make sure they still have it. I'll pick that one up, and then, sorry for the noise, but it's unrolling again. I'll set that up. Summer is almost half over. I have to go to a birthday party tomorrow for my friend's son. He is 16. She won't be there, but the stepdad will be there, which is perfectly fine. Nobody's there to see her, especially right now. My druggy friend that I cut off and was kind of struggling with, all of that. She got raided the other day, so it makes me kind of glad that I did block her and cut her off, because the cops took her phone. She put this on Facebook. Somebody told me I lost my phone, so if you need to message me at this number. Honey, you did not lose your phone. You know right where it is. You know right what the cops are doing with it. They had the dogs out at the apartment searching. They had undercover. They had, I don't remember. What a life, man. What a freaking, never in a million years would you have told me that your friend is no longer going to be your friend. She is going to be a meth head. Never. I wouldn't have believed you. I would have laughed at you, because I would have been like, yeah, in what universe? Yeah. Nobody believed I would end up with Darren, but here we are. That's not as bad as drug use, even though my mother thinks I do drugs. My mother thinks that my boyfriend got me hooked on drugs. She said to me one time, I know why you don't talk to me with respect. It's because you're on drugs, and I know exactly who you got on. What? I don't do drugs, you skanky hoe. I don't do drugs. I don't even live with drugs, so I don't know, whatever. Everybody's so I don't know what people are. I don't. So that's that. That's been my excitement. No construction in the backyard. Have not talked to anybody in a week, more than a week. That's another reason I don't do videos anymore, because I'm like, why? Nobody really cares. Nobody's watching my videos. Nobody new is subbing, because I don't make videos. That's my fault. I lost a viewer the other day. I was at 201. I was at 201 for the longest time, like 2 weeks. And I didn't say anything to anybody. And I made the 200 video, And then I made you guys all these cupcakes. And I showed the video. And then suddenly I'm down to 200 again. So technically I'm at 200. Congratulations to all you cherry pops who are on in my little cherry basket. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. Thank you to anybody who has shared my channel back when I was active a lot. I would like to get back into that. But I'm telling you, I'm just like, nothing's going on in my life right now. It's pretty boring, and you know, I can't complain. I could try to complain, but really there's not a lot to say. It's nice. Get up, get dressed, make lunch, have a nap, clean up, knit a little bit. That's what I do all day. See, if I had a planner again, I'd be able to write stuff down that I'm actually doing to show myself, no, you were pretty good today. You got some crap done. You know what else I would like? I would like a walking treadmill where I can walk on the treadmill, still get exercise in, because Rigby didn't want to go. Today would have been a good day to go walking. He said, no, I don't want nothing to do with it. He's been a good dog lately. The other day he was sleeping. Yesterday maybe? I don't know. And started barking in his sleep. Usually he whimpers, right? Like, you know what it sounds like when dogs sleep. He was doing that. But then yesterday he was barking, and we're like, dude, are you practicing? What are you doing? We didn't know. My ex-sister-in-law, her name was Jen. And she had a dog. And the only time that dog barked was after she had had him for a few years. He barked. She barked. And she started having seizures. And then another time she barked. And what happened? Something else happened. Like something that wasn't supposed to happen. And it was just, I don't know what was wrong with that dog. But we knew if that dog started barking that it wasn't good, because it was going to end up having seizures or something. I sound like I've had seizure or something. I can't talk. Hogs for Hospice is coming to town. This is where they have motorcycles from all over North America come to my little town. They have a bunch of raffles. They'll tent and sleep here for the weekend, Friday to Sunday, and they buy raffle tickets for the hospice. They buy tickets for the concerts we're having. I could not tell you who is at these concerts this year. We do hear them at my house, but not very well. If you know the song, then it's pretty good. Last year they had Stone Temple Pilots. That would have been cool. That's right at my age. That would have been a cool concert to go to. I like their songs. I don't know who is going this year. Forget what I was gonna say. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it when the people help out the hospice. Big chance that a lot of us might end up there one time in our life. And if you're lucky, like me, you can graduate leaving the hospice. I think I left my drink in the other room. I think I'm starting to get tired. So I ran out of stuff to say. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to show you what I have left on this canvas to do. So I have a little bit of blue. So I have this area, right? This area. I have this, a few dots here, a little bit here, and right here. And that's it, and a little bit of Z here. Not bad, eh? Not bad. I had to, down here I had to, can't think of what the word is. I had to put the Mod Podge on down there because the drills kept popping off. So that's that. I didn't want to do this tonight. I wanted to fall asleep. I was sleeping, but I kept waking up because my fan was making noise. I'm like, oh, well, you know, let's go in the other room. Maybe get a drink or something. And I took my drink and I can't find it anywhere. So, yeah. Just a short and sweet video. I just wanted to say hi. See how everybody was. Everybody forgot who I am. I was going to say everybody, when they contact me, they say, surprise, I'm not dead. But nobody's really contacted me. So, that's fine. I'll just go back to talking to Rigby. Whatever. I'll make my videos private. And then see if anybody watches me now. You know what I mean? Whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna do these colors and then I'm gonna go to bed. And then I don't know what time is it. 10:52. The boyfriend will be home in 2 hours. He will wake me up. Yeah, I just want to sleep in until like 11. I haven't done that in years. Years. I just want to sleep and fall asleep and get up when I get up. What is wrong with that? Even when I was sick a few weeks ago, I wasn't like, I still got up and did my stuff. I had no choice, but I had to get up. And there were some days that was difficult to do. I just want to sit down, man. I gotta wash some clothes. This is when I miss having a laundry, because I could be doing the wash right now and then put the dryer in the dryer overnight and then do another load tomorrow. Instead of taking everything to the laundromat. Oh well. The boyfriend got a raise, like really not a dollar raise, but a very large raise. That's nice. I haven't done the calculations yet, but hey, any income that is increased is nice. I just gotta find out if he's getting, there's supposed to be a raise in October. I'll have to figure that out. It's always nice when that happens. Especially if you're not planning for it, because then you're like, oh, wow. That'll make things easier. So what did I say today? Well, it must be, today's the 18th. My friend's kid. So his birthday was on, he was born in July. And then he was born on an 18th in 2019. That's how I remember that. And then his parents got married. I'm trying to do the math here. 8, 9. We got married in 2016. When did they get married? September 16th or September 17th? Must have been September 17th of 2018. And then her son was born July 18th on the 19th. I used to really, really be into numbers. I used to always see patterns everywhere, sequential patterns. Even people will see them now and they'll say, oh, look at this bill I just checked out. Check this phone number that just called me, blah, 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 things like that. I think it's cool. I haven't seen those numbers in a long time. I kind of lost my mojo for a while. I'm hoping to get that back. I don't know if you can. I don't know. It would be nice, but sometimes the universe decides what your life is going to be like, right? So, can you see that? Can you see how long it is? It just keeps going and going and going and going and going. I covered up 50 by 110. Yeah. So I have another one of these. I don't remember if it's orange. If it's predominantly orange, or if it's predominantly green and yellow. I think I have either 3 or 4. But these 2 we're going to hang on the side by side on the door. Oh well. I got a lot of canvases that I need to start working on. I have a very large amount of very large canvases. I can't get this thing rolled up. So, there is that. There was a few people that needed some kind words and some extra love this week. If you all could find it in your heart to help the people and wish them well, I would appreciate it. I'm fine. Everybody else is fine. Yeah, I really need to just go to sleep. Okay, so that is that. And I guess I will see you around, guys. Bye.